Hi, this is a simple guide to Paperstack. Paperstack is an open source, terminal-based, lightweight bibliography management system that helps you download, manage, and cite your sources. Paperstack is compatible with Mac OS and Linux, and we're exploring support for Windows as well. It's based on Python, so to install it, we install through the Python package management system, pip, and we'll go ahead and do that right now. So we'll do python-m pip install paperstack, and we can go ahead and run the paperstack command. Here we go. So immediately we see the records and the details panels. So on the records panels, you'll have a list of your papers and different sources, and on the right, you'll have details about those sources. So here on the right, we have, for example, the author, the title, the tags, year, abstract, and so forth. So we can navigate between the two using the left and right arrows, and we can go down and up in the records and the details panels there using the up and down arrows. And now we'll go ahead and add a new source. So we have down there the different options for the keys that we can press. So we can add a source manually or scrape one from the various databases that we have available. And so first we're just going to do one manually here. We're going to add various types of information, so the author, the title, some tags maybe. Anyway, so now we can see here that we successfully added the source. We can see some of those entries over there in the details panel, and we can edit some of those entries. So here in the month, for instance, we're going to go ahead and add January, JN, and there we go. So we've added that entry. We can also go down, and especially for the longer entries, we can edit in our editor of choice. In my case, Emacs. That's Shift E, and we're just going to add a little message here. Save and exit, and now we have it in our details panel here. Now we can also delete records. That's D and then Y to confirm. Come back here, D and Y to confirm. And now we can also add a record by scraping. So we're going to scrape from the ADS database. That's the Harvard ADS database over here. We're going to use this article, and we're going to go ahead and copy the bib code here and come back to Paperstack. So we're going to paste. And we don't need the DOI or the title, just going to use the bib code. Now we can go ahead and see that new record and see some of those entries. We can open that entry in my editor of choice, Emacs, and there we go. So we also have a table view down here, T, you press T, and you have a table view, and here you have a summary of all the details. You can also delete and filter from this view, which brings us to filtering. We can filter by title by default here, and by using the entry and then colon the search query, we can search by tag, for example. Here, tags by col. We can also search by year here, and to clear our filter, we just filter and then press enter. So filter an empty query. Then we can do M to select or mark, and based on that selection, we can press E to export, and we can export to website by pressing E and then B. Here we choose a path in the desktop. We open that to refs.bib. Here we have our bibdeck entries that we saved corresponding to the records that we marked there. Going back, we can also export to a citation type of your choice. We have MLA, for example, or I also have downloaded Chicago APA6, and you can download more from a specific repository that I specified in the documentation. Now to configure Paperstack, Paperstack will read a local and global configuration file. It's .paperstack.cfg. If it's in your home directory, that's the global configuration. If it's in your current directory, That is the local configuration. Local configuration takes precedence. Here's some examples of settings. So you can set the data path in Paperstack, and that is where Paperstack will save all the PDFs and the database. To find a sample configuration and to learn more about the different settings that you can use, refer to the documentation on GitHub. And finally, to access and sync your data across other devices, you can visit the Paperstack data folder as specified in configuration, and you can sync that folder using Google Drive or OneDrive or whatever service you prefer. So that is Paperstack. Hopefully this guide has been useful to you. Hopefully Paperstack will be useful to you. If you are interested in contributing, be sure to reach out to me either through GitHub or through my personal email address. And if you find any issues in the program, be sure to create a GitHub issue or create a pull request yourself or reach out to me on my personal email. So thank you very much, and bye.